today is my last drive. And if I had the same kind of confidence that I do now versus when I first started this, bruh, oh my goodness, things would be so much different. I can't tell. Okay. Like, before I couldn't eat anything if I knew I was driving that day. Like, I couldn't do anything. I was so stressed out. And now it's like, oh, okay, I'm driving a semi-truck today. Cool. You know, I never would have thought that I would have gotten to this point. I'm sure when game day arrives, you know, like when I have to actually test, I'm going to be super nervous and it's going to be absolutely terrifying. Because there's so much at stake with this test. Like, there's so much. I mean, if I don't get this test, if I fail this exam, I don't have a job. I'm a government employee. I work for a public place, you know, like I'm a government employee. And at 20 years old, I got hired at 20 years old as a government employee. I got a sweet job, like sweet ass job. It is the best job I've ever had in my whole life. Granted, I've only had 2 other jobs before this, but it's, you know, it's a perfect job for me. And there is such an ability to be able to like grow and become something more. I mean, it's incredible, this job that I have. But if I don't pass my CDL exam, I don't have my job, you know. So that part makes me nervous. And on top of that, they changed the test route. So before, my instructor was having us drive all around in these certain areas. We weren't allowed to drive the test route, but he would do sections of the test route out of order. You know, not all on the same day. He'd break it up. So that way we would have at least 1 or 2 experiences going through a corner or stopping at this specific light. Or if there's going to be some bullshit that we have to deal with, like a fucking railroad track, then, you know, we'd know what the fuck is going on and we'd be able to handle it, you know, but no. Not anymore. Now the test route is completely different. It goes through Bothell, and of course my test is at 7 a.m., where it's going to be like peak rush hour traffic. So, you know, not 7, but I had to do my pre-trip, which usually takes about a half hour to 45 minutes. Like, that's how much you have to memorize. It's like 6 or 7 pages. It's like this, but 7 pages long. And you have to say this word for word. The first 2 pages, you have to say it word for word, or it's the automatic fail. You're done. The rest, it's a point system. So as long as you get, I think there's like 180 items, and you can get 60 of them wrong and still pass, then you're fine. But the first 2 pages, word for word. Otherwise, you're fucked. Like, you can't. And if you don't even pass your pre-trip, that's the first part of it. Then you have to move on to your backing skills. Which, okay, look, I'm not very good. Actually, I don't know how to say this, because I'm good at backing up. Because here's the thing, it's a combination vehicle, so it's a tractor trailer, you know, so there's a pivot point. So you have to go in the opposite direction that you want the trailer to go, you know, like it's a whole thing. You know, I've never understood that. The way that my instructor taught me makes way more sense, you know, which is like we started with straight back, and then he was like, okay, look at your trailer. Now, he wanted me to focus only on the left side. He's like, if you see more of the left side of your trailer, turn to the left. If you see less of the trailer, turn to the right. If you see more of the trailer, turn towards it. And like, I don't know, for some reason, that double negative, it works for me. And now I don't even think about it. I'm just like, okay, and you know, it goes right through the hole. My problem is I can't do my setup. So, you know, I can't set up right behind the lane or right in front of the lane to do my straight back. I'm all fucking wonky and screwed up. So I have to do it a whole different way. So, but I can get it in the hole. So if I can start at a whole fucked up angle and still get it in the hole every time with maybe one pull-up, that's it, which you're allotted. You're allotted 2 pull-ups. So if I can do that, does that mean I'm good at backing? Even though I'm not good at setting up for it? I don't know. But here I am. I am here. My drive is at 11:30 today. 11:30 to 1:30. And we'll see what happens. I haven't installed the truck in 3 drives, so that's good. I haven't missed a shift. I've never missed a shift, actually, now that I think about it. Never forgot the range selector. The only thing I really have to work on is, first it was my anxiety. Now, I don't really have, my palms are still pretty sweaty, but I can handle that, I guess. At least I'm not nauseous anymore. And I'm not, like, terrified, like, shaking in my boots, you know. My Georgia boots, by the way. Not a sponsor, but they are great boots. But, so I guess really the only thing I need to work on is just my traffic checks and my mirror checks. And that's pretty much it, because I got my speed control down. I know what gear I have to be in, for the most part, for each thing, you know. 25 miles per hour, I mean, I know it's okay to be in 8th gear for 25, but the RPMs are just so low that I'm scared of them sinking below 1,000, and I have to downshift, which is not that big of a deal, but, you know, it's like, it sucks, because there's areas that are on the test route that are like, goes from 25 to like 40, and it's like, I don't want to go, and I've already got a shit ton of traffic behind me, you know, so it's a whole thing. I don't know. We'll see how today goes, though. I feel much better. Much better. Yeah, than I did. Excuse me. I definitely feel much, much better. So, we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know.